F-16 pilots rushed to their jets to intercept Chinese spy plane. Then this happened. At 4:37 a.m., silence was shattered at Misawa Air Base in northern Japan. A piercing alarm triggered pilots on quick reaction alert to leap toward their jets. Something had just entered Japan's air defense zone. In under 90 seconds, two F-16s roared down the runway with full afterburners. This wasn't training, it was real. A Chinese spy plane had appeared, unresponsive and barreling toward potential conflict. What came next surprised even the most seasoned controllers and pilots. When that alarm went off, adrenaline overtook everything. Sleepy pilots snapped on helmets, crew chiefs raced alongside the jets, and within moments, those F-16s were airborne, racing through the dawn sky toward an unknown target. Command decisions unfolded faster than human reactions. Scramble orders, armed jets, the roar of engines. Every motion was a heartbeat closer to a high-stakes intercept over the Pacific. Why did things escalate so fast? Because a fast-moving aircraft entered the Air Defense Identification Zone, ADIZ, without transponder code or communication. That's a red flag by every rulebook. In such a close-knit ally with American systems integrated into Japan's defense, hesitation wasn't an option. The Scramble would send a message: "We see you, we're responding." The F-16 and QR alert system. Misawa's quick reaction alert bedrock is speed under pressure. Pilots rest in ready rooms just steps from their jets. F-16s sit armed and ready, missiles loaded, systems warmed up. Within minutes, the ground crews ignite afterburners and jets launch. In this zone, US F-16s are anything but backups. They are frontline defenders, ready 24/7 in perfect sync with Japan's F-15s. In this case, two F-16s scrambled, with a third on standby, engines ready to surge. As they shot upward, they switched to tactical channels, connected with PACAF command, and raced toward the unknown. Pilots know the drill by heart, but each mission feels fresh. Every unknown track might be a spy plane or a strategic threat. This scramble sent a clear message: when seconds matter, presence matters. The F-16 isn't just a fast jet, it's a tool of deterrence. Rising through clouds, it stakes a claim. Your space, your zone, our rules. The target appears. 12 minutes later, F-16s were cruising at 30,000 FT as target radar popped up. Large, slow-moving, no IFF, no transponder, drifting inside the ADIZ at 28,000 FT. The airframe profile flagged it. Not a cargo plane, but a Chinese SIGINT signals intelligence aircraft, like a YAW or KJ-500. These planes loiter just outside sovereign airspace, gathering radar data and testing response. Visual intercept comes next. The lead jet, call sign Viper 21, flies parallel at close distance while the wingman stays alert for surprises. The spy plane continued unperturbed. No radio replies, no evasive moves, just white fuselage humming across morning air. That lack of response spoke volumes. It's not a mistake, it's a deliberate probe. The NATO Intercept ballet. Standard kinetic hand signals followed protocols. Viper 21 told the target to turn and follow. No compliance. Then they maneuvered into flanking positions to show serious presence. Engines were hot, missiles were toggled, but no missile lock. The aim: deter, not provoke. This escort wasn't a show of force, it was controlled escalation. By looming alongside at 2,000 FT separation, sending binaural warnings, then drawing close enough to visually observe markings, the F-16 pilots broadcast a clear message: "You crossed a line, we're not ignoring you." Amid the silence, routines and tone told the real story. Military negotiation at speed. Upon seeing the fighter presence, the Chinese aircraft slowed its pace, then veered away. Mission success. No shots fired, no confrontation, but a message delivered. Strong and unevasive. The electronic probing twist. Just as the threat seemed gone, something odd happened. The spy plane dove suddenly, 28,000 feet, down to 24,000 feet, in an abrupt descent. F-16 radars lit up with weird signals. Viper 21's ECM panel flashed spikes. a suspected signal probe or jamming attempt. This wasn't routine evasive flight. It seemed designed to test the F-16's electronic gear or collect responses. Back at base, intelligence analysts leaned forward. This intercept was deeper than visual identification. It was a live test of detection, response, and signal resilience. Every beep, dip, and replay from the cockpit was logged, analyzed. China was watching reactions in real time, and America was watching back. Decoys, probes, and drone tactics. Then another radar contact popped up, small and fast, 50 nm east, possibly an unmanned wingman or decoy drone operating alongside the spy plane. A tactic China deploys often. Use drones to stretch our response envelope and measure surveillance limitations. The presence of this second contact changed the intercept rules. F-16s stayed tight, protecting each other, guided by rules of engagement that prohibit splitting until hostile actions confirmed. The priority: no capture, no shot, just control and coordination. Final phase and mission wrap. Eventually, the spy plane and its drone broke off, turning southeast, leaving the zone. The F-16s maintained their shadow until the target cleared the ADIZ. Only then did they break off and return home. On board, engines hushed. Radio quieted. The pilots hit the ground gently. No dramatic landing, just a calm return after 6,000 feet of adrenaline. Back in the tower, teams sifted through data, radar traces, ECM logs, pilot observations. Each intercept is a puzzle piece in the wider game of strategic posture in the Pacific. Did we chase them? No. Did we learn from them? Absolutely. That's the unspoken win. The tools and technology behind the mission. The F-16 Fighting Falcon, known by pilots as the Viper, is not just a fast jet. It's a precision instrument of modern air power. With a top speed pushing past Mach 2 and the powerful APG-83 Sabre ACABR ESA radar on board, this fighter doesn't just chase targets, it detects, tracks, and outmaneuvers them with surgical accuracy. Add in advanced ECM, electronic countermeasure pods, the deadly AIM-120 AMRAAM for beyond visual range kills, and AIM-9X Sidewinders for close combat, and you get a platform built for supremacy. But in missions like these, where no missiles are fired, the true weapon isn't fire, it's presence. A single F-16 roaring into view says, "We see you and we're ready." The brilliance of the F-16 isn't just in its weapons, it's in its versatility. Every intercept mission is like a chess move at 30,000 feet. The jet acts as both sword and shield, fast enough to reach any threat in minutes, smart enough to gather real-time intel, and controlled enough to avoid unnecessary escalation. With lightning-fast response systems, hardened communication links, and experienced pilots who can decide in seconds, the F-16 turns a potential flashpoint into a statement of control. In many ways, it's not just a plane, it's a message in motion. On the other side, the Chinese KJ-500 isn't built to fight, it's built to watch. With its dome-shaped radar mounted on top and antenna arrays spread across the fuselage, this plane's main job is data collection. It's part of China's electronic warfare and surveillance doctrine, gathering signatures, testing radar responses, and mapping how allied forces react. These missions are deliberate. They skate the line of international law, provoke intercepts, and force NATO systems to go active, allowing China to quietly build its library of electronic intelligence. Every flight is a sensor-heavy rehearsal, not for war, but for knowing exactly how the other side operates. The bigger picture, chess at 30,000 feet. These intercepts aren't random. They're strategic maneuvers in a larger geopolitical chess game. China tests reaction times, jamming thresholds, and aircraft readiness. America responds to reinforce alliances, Japan, Guam, South Korea, and to prove the skies around free nations are defended. Each intercept is a calculated data exchange disguised as routine. Every scrambling aircraft, every visual pass, every ECM spike, it's war by data, not bombs. The message: presence matters, reaction matters. Signal matters more than silence. Is this just routine signaling or the opening moves of a larger confrontation? For the F-16 pilots returning to Misawa, another day dawned, but every intercept is a lesson in power play, pressure, and preparation. What do you think? Is this shadow friction just standard defense, or the start of something bigger lingering in those early morning skies? Let us know in the comments below. If this breakdown opened your eyes, hit like, share, and subscribe for more high-stakes aerial stories and real-world military breakdowns.